Fear doesn't arrive loudly. It comes quietly, like a shadow you pretend not to see. In life, we all face fears. Some are small. Some feel overwhelming. But running from fear never removes it. It only makes it stronger. Deep inside a quiet valley, surrounded by tall trees and misty mountains, lived a young boy. He was gentle, kind, and always willing to help others. People liked him for his calm nature, but behind his quiet smile, he carried a fear he never talked about. Every morning, the boy walked through the meadow to collect food and water. But there was one place he always avoided, a narrow wooden bridge hanging over a dark ravine. Long ago, he had slipped there once. He didn't fall far, but the memory stayed with him. Since that day, he always chose a longer, exhausting path instead. One afternoon, tired and hungry, he stood near the bridge again. The wind whispered through the trees. The bridge creaked softly. His hands trembled. "I can't do this," he thought. "What if I fall again?" And once again, he turned away.
But life doesn't always allow us to avoid what scares us. Dark clouds gathered suddenly. Rain began to fall. Thunder echoed across the valley. The longer path became slippery and dangerous. Cold, soaked, and lost, the boy realized something painful. Avoiding his fear had pushed him into greater danger. As he searched for shelter, a calm voice spoke from the darkness. "Why do you keep running?" An old traveler stepped forward, slow, steady, and peaceful. The boy shared his fear of the bridge and the memory that haunted him. The traveler listened and said, "Fear grows when you feed it by avoiding it." Suddenly, a strong man ran past them and shouted, "That bridge is weak. Even I won't cross it." The boy's hope faded. But then something unexpected happened. A small child calmly crossed the bridge and said, "It's scary only when you stand still." Those words stayed. With his heart racing, the boy stepped forward, one foot on the bridge, then another. The storm raged behind him. The ravine waited below. Halfway across, his legs shook. Fear screamed at him to turn back, but he didn't. Step by step, breath by breath, he kept moving. And then he reached the other side.
Moments later, the storm faded. Moonlight lit the valley. The boy stood up, exhausted, but changed. The bridge hadn't become stronger. He had. The old traveler smiled and said, "Fear often sounds louder than reality." By morning, others gathered, amazed that someone had crossed during the storm. The boy looked at the bridge again, not with fear, but with gratitude. From that day on, he crossed it daily, not because it was easy, but because it reminded him of his strength. He learned something important. Fear doesn't disappear when you avoid it. It fades only when you face it, one brave step at a time. And that is how courage is built.
What fear are you still avoiding? Tell us in the comments. Follow for more short stories with big lessons.